too. Have a seat. So I see you're from the Chesapeake Bay area, Annapolis, huh?
Yes, I actually just relocated there this past summer from one town away in Bowie, Maryland.
Bowie. Okay, my family lives in Annapolis, so well acquainted with it. Yeah, you live in the Hilltop. So just off of Forest. Yeah, my parents live off of Forest. On Hermitage.
All right.
And that's the development. So South Cherry Grove, right across from Safeway. I'm sure you know where it is. Let's see. You're looking for the animal program internship. Tell me what it is you want to do, both this summer and further on down the road.
Well, this summer I'm just trying to get more comfortable with animals, with scientists, with trainers, anything that can help me in the future. I'm trying right now to figure out exactly what I want to pursue my junior and senior years of school. So I'm trying to just get more experience, figure out if they can help me along the way, narrow it down some.
Okay, so you're a biology major.
Yes, sir.
Not a marine science major. Okay, why biology and not marine science? Since I know that Jacksonville University has marine science, why did you pick biology?
Well, I would like to go to med school for grad school, and basically I'm also interested in the cellular level of biology. I really like all fields of science, and every time I take a biology class, I just really love it. So hopefully I'll be able to take more marine science classes as well, because I can take upper level marine science courses to satisfy my biology major. So
Sure.
I'll be able to get both.
Right, so you can learn about the whole, you can use this for your whole organism courses or your ecology courses for those kinds of things. What is your favorite thing about the Chesapeake Bay?
I really like how broad it is. When you travel really far in Maryland, you still see drainage pipes that say Chesapeake Bay watershed,
That's
dumping.
huge.
Yeah, it's a very big area that affects the bay. I've been to camps where we go out on the bay, the ships, and we test the water, and it's just, I've seen lots of organisms there that I didn't expect to see as a younger kid. I've seen dolphins, I've seen stingrays there, and it's like, you don't think about that because it's not the ocean, it's just a bay, but it's very big, and
In Annapolis, it's still fairly salty.
yeah,
Yeah.
it connects, and I just like how much of an impact it has on that area.
Okay. Where did you do the summer camps?
I did them in 5th grade, so it's been
Okay,
a long time.
All right.
They were through NOAA.
Okay.
We had a research project due at the end that the group I was in, we focused on seaweed. And I don't remember too much of the details. It was 5th grade level, but...
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to ask you a question about seaweed because I know what I thought seaweed was when I was in 5th grade.
Yeah.
That's not the way I define it now. So were you talking about algae or were you talking about seagrasses?
Definitely seagrasses.
So rooted in the
Yes.
bottom. See, that's what I
Yes.
called it. I called it seaweed when I was a kid
Yes,
too.
that's what 5th grade us decided was we were going to focus on, so...
Yeah, the stuff that you don't want to touch when you're swimming in the
Yeah.
lake because it gets around your legs. Yeah, I remember that. Back when there actually were seagrasses in the Chesapeake Bay, you
Yeah,
don't
well,
see
I've
them as
done
much
some
anymore.
local cleanups of the bay. It's pretty sad, actually. There's always lots of trash, but we also, are working on like driftwood that's all over the shore. We clean that up, and it's just community get together, and they have them all the time.
Well, yeah, we have a shoreline cleanup in Jacksonville
Yeah.
as well. So I think actually almost everybody does a shoreline cleanup. Okay. What do you think the role is of the National Aquarium in particular, the one in Baltimore, in preserving the natural environment?
I think they play a large part in education of people of the area. All of their animal enclosures, tanks, they all have plaques that say what they are, where they're from, what they're working towards to
You know, there are scientists at the National Aquarium who are actually doing research at the same time. And so they'll actually be working on some of the species that they find in the habitats and researching about their reproduction or their ability to withstand toxins or a number of things. Often they work with the Smithsonian and with a variety of other entities as well. So there's the possibility, if you got this internship, that there might be a connection to a research opportunity later on down the road.
Yes.
Okay. So something that you might consider looking into, either if you get the internship or if you don't get the internship for a following year. You know,
Yeah.
look for research opportunities, National Aquarium, something like that.
Yeah, I'm very interested in conservation of endangered species, things, you know, pandas. National Zoo has their big conservation program.
Absolutely.
Any of those animals that need our help, especially for reasons that we've caused, I'd like to do research on how we can further bring back their species to their full potential.
Yeah, hard not to crack if we're destroying their habitat or if climate change is destroying their habitat.
Yeah.
But, so how much time do you spend watching the panda cam?
Oh, I've spent a lot.
Yeah,
Whenever
I've
there's
wasted hours myself.
Whenever
so.
there's a new baby panda, we take a trip out there.
Oh yeah, it's worth it. Heck, I can take a trip from my desk and just
Yeah.
click on the panda cam. How do you see yourself contributing to science and society in the future?
Like I said before, I just really want to help educate people. I want to know all about conservation methods so I can help just regular citizens, maybe not scientists, just regular people, figure out what they can do personally. Because I believe every small bit of help is towards the large goal. Like, it's what we need.
Okay. How does that connect to your desire to go to veterinary school?
Well, I do want to work with a larger organization, whether it be an aquarium or a zoo or something of that sort, with my veterinarian degree. I feel as though that would further my knowledge again, just make me more educated so I can educate others. I want to have a close relationship with animals, whether it be large mammals or marine,
Okay.
small marine animals.
All right. What's your favorite animal?
I'm a big fan of manatees.
Manatees.
But I am well aware that they are not widely spread, and many people like to study them. So.
Probably not as popular as dolphins, but also not as widespread as dolphins. So a little bit more restricted in their habitat. Maybe less studied than dolphins, though, because of that. All right. What will you do if you don't get this internship? What is your plan B for this summer?
Well, I have applied to a couple of different internships. They're pretty spread out along the East Coast. Most of them focus on either marine life or a research project on the cellular level. But if I don't get any of those, my current job that I have every summer, I'm still available to work at. I work as a lifeguard back home, and done that for a couple of years. And there's, I have good reviews there from my
Right.
bosses, so I can come back to that if need be. But I would really like to break into the science world.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's always nice to be able to have a summer job that's related to your field, although they're sometimes difficult to get. You do realize that this is, a lot of internships are unpaid, so
Yes.
can you handle that?
Yes, I know this opportunity is unpaid, but even the unpaid ones are still experience. They can lead to research opportunities. They could lead to other internships that could be paid. So it's a step in the door.
Well, and presumably you'll be able to live with your parents,
Yeah.
live at home. Okay, so we don't have to worry about, you being able to afford an apartment or any of those kinds of things. Although it's not the easiest commute from Annapolis to Baltimore.
Yeah,
It's not.
but
It's not awful.
doable.
Yeah, it's doable. I see that you listed your organic I assume that the current semester has just started, so you
Yes.
don't know yet. Yeah.
But he is a great professor. I have a lab with him, so he knows me on a higher level. So my other professors, and he was very nice, and I feel like he is a good reference to have.
Okay. It's just unusual to see someone who is in the biology field have their organic chemistry professor as their
Yeah.
reference. It's not always the course that people do well in, so.
Well, I'm only at my second year in college, so
Okay.
my biology professors are a little on the slim side right now.
Okay.
I'm planning on taking starting my upper levels next year, my junior year. So hopefully my references will expand then.
Yeah, what biology courses have you taken?
I've taken botany, zoology, introduction into evolution, and I'm taking an oral presentation class right now.
How about genetics or molecular biology or anything like that?
I actually scored a 5 on the AP biology exam
Oh,
in
so you
high
placed
school.
out
So
that.
yes, I tested
Okay,
out of
good.
that.
All right.
So I have some knowledge in that. as
All
well.
right, so your other reference is a Dr. Goldberg.
Yes.
Is that one of your biology professors or a different professor?
Yes, she was my botany professor last semester, and I honorized her class. I'm in the honors program at my school, so I did an extra project with her. And I was
good.
also in a lab with her, so she also knows me very well.
What was your extra project?
I did a survey of the wetland on campus for Jacksonville University, and I just took note of all the species of flowers or plants, I guess, and I identified them, did a presentation on their species and how many of them were in the area compared to the data that she had collected in previous years.
Was it different?
It was actually slightly different. I did 8 different species of plants, and I took peer-reviewed journals and I found basic information on them. I tried to figure out why they were thriving in this salty wetland environment compared to other plants.
And did you come up with a conclusion?
Most of them had high salt tolerances. A lot of their seeds, their spores were spread by wind, and it's right on the river, so it's nice and breezy there. So that was my mainly pleasure out of that.
Okay. It wasn't listed on your resume, so I had no idea. Might be something in the future to put on your resume, since it was an independent project. Did you present the results somewhere?
I made a PowerPoint presentation that I gave to her, and she reviewed it. I didn't actually get a chance to present it though because of the timing of the semester. We had to present our other semester projects.
Would you ever expand that project?
It was actually really interesting. I would like to expand it if I have the chance. It's nice because the wetland itself is on my campus.
Right.
It's very
Accessible.
accessible. And there's a lot growing there that you don't think there is at first. And it's like some of the results were very curious, even to Dr. Goldberg. She was kind of curious as to how those got there.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming, since most honors programs work this way, that in order to graduate with university honors from an honors program, you probably have to do an honors thesis.
Yes.
So there's an idea. You might consider expanding that project into your honors thesis, or you could do something completely different. But at least you got, a little bit of a start on that one. Okay, this is an odd way of asking about what your worst characteristics are, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What is the worst thing that one of your references is likely to say about you?
I think it might have to do with my multitasking skills, the stress level I get when I have large numbers of projects, tests due in a small amount of time.
Okay.
I always work through it, I always get through it, but when I have a lot of those things, I find myself getting more stressed out than I need to be. But I have pretty good time management skills, so if I make lists for myself and check things off and only allot certain amount of time to each activity, that all get done in a timely manner, and I make it through, and I usually score very well.
But you feel lousy during the process?
Yes, like
Okay.
it's very stressful, and I'm working on not getting as stressed out because usually the end outcome is okay.
So how are you going to fight that? What do you do to not get so stressed?
It definitely has to do all with time management. Some of the projects, I wait until 3 of them are due in 1 week, and I'm like, okay, well, I probably should have started this one that was due earlier that I knew about a little bit earlier because these two I just found out about. So if I time manage better, I'm working on it. It's definitely an improvement from back in high school.
Okay, so maybe learn to anticipate the unanticipated.
Yes.
For one way of putting it. Believe it or not, your professors, as well as bosses, if they give you a long lead time, it's because they think it will take that long to get a good job done. So, and I know that we all often put things off until we absolutely have to do it. Okay. I don't think I have any more questions. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me?
I was just curious if you could direct me towards someone that I could talk to about how much direct contact I would get with the animals and with the animal trainers. I know this program is more focused on cleaning their enclosures and preparing their food, but I just want to know how close they will be, not necessarily me, interacting with them, but will they be in the enclosures when I'm cleaning them? Will the trainers be in the enclosures? I'm just kind of curious more so how my job.
Let me give you the general answer, and then some of that will depend specifically on the rotation as you move through. So in general, an animal is not in the enclosure while you are cleaning it. One, because we certainly don't want you to be at risk from an animal feeling threatened, but we also don't want the animal to be at risk from anything you're doing, any cleaning products you're using, or any movements that you make throughout the enclosure. And that's just sort of standard zoo and aquarium practice. As far as your ability to handle and interact with the animals, that will depend on how you do during training, because we certainly are not just going to say, okay, go get those fish that cost $1 bajillion and you can't afford to replace. So you would have to be trained. You're going to start off sort of watching and, yes, doing the scut work. And then eventually, once the person in charge of you, the direct supervisor, feels comfortable, they'll give you a little bit more freedom and a little bit more responsibility. And obviously different habitats within the National Aquarium. As you know, we've got these different areas. Different areas have different requirements. And some of the animals are much more sensitive and some of the animals are less sensitive. So usually the interns tend to help the ones that are not as easily at risk. And we reserve the rarer animals or more sensitive animals to our professionals and experts. Yeah. I mean, and that's, again, for the animals' protection and everything else. We also have to be very, very careful about the introduction of potential disease organisms, viruses, etc. Okay?
Okay.
If there's nothing else, then do you have anything else for me?
No, I think that was it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming in. We'll let you know about everything, and good luck.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.